Hi guys, thank you for tuning into this video. Let's get this kitchen clean. So as a stay-at-home mom, all I do all day is cook, clean, fuss at the kids, chase after the kids. And I look mostly like this all day. So on this particular day, I had a whole bunch of dishes to do because I kind of just let them pile up from the night before. I cooked and I was just too tired to go ahead and clean up, so I designated today as the kitchen clean day. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I am just watching YouTube videos and fussing at the kids and trying to get all these dishes done. The way I like to do my dishes, I start off by washing my silverware and then my cups and glasses, and those go on the top shelf of my dishwasher. With my fiberware knives, I like to go ahead and rinse them off and place them to the side for drying later. Since they're kind of a fancier knife, I don't like to put them in a dishwasher, just wear and tear on them. So as you can see, I still have a whole lot to clean. Yes, I'm tired, but it'll get done. When I wash my dishes, I like to do silverware and glasses and cups first. Then I go in with my glass bowls and plastic bowls. And then from there, I do plates and larger items next. Whenever I'm doing my dishes or cleaning, I like to watch other YouTubers and watch them clean because it kind of gives me motivation. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my handy dandy Brillo pad. This thing is a magic tool. It gets all the nasty, icky, gooey stuff off of any and everything you can possibly think of. And sorry about my camera not being in focus. I didn't know it wasn't focused. So at the moment, I was actually watching a cleaning video. Um, the name of the channel is Beauty and the Beastins. I love her videos. Absolutely love them. She's the one that actually inspired me to get the kitchen that I have now. So, for those of you that don't know, I am a mom of two baby girls. One, Nevaeh, she's 4 years old, and the other, her name is Faith, and she's 3. I call her my little Miss Personality. So, hence all the pink and green plates. So, back to the dishwashing. I swear, every time I have a big load like this, it feels like I'm washing dishes for like an hour. But no, normally it only takes me 30 minutes. So, with my bigger dishes, like my big bowls and my big pots, I like to hand wash those and then put them to the side where I can hand dry them and put them in their place. So right here I was laughing at my daughter Faith. She is such the character. She was being silly. So right here you can see I accidentally dropped the pot and it splattered water everywhere, but that's what happens when you're cleaning. So after using the SOS pad pretty much on every single dish, it's nasty and dirty and got food all over it. So it's time to get a fresh one. So after what it felt like hours and hours of cleaning, it really wasn't. It was on 20 minutes. I started to do my finished happy dance. Time to start the dishwasher. So after I start my dishwasher, I like to go ahead and rinse out my sink, let my dishwater out, rinse out my stopper, and I personally like to put my stopper in the top rack of my dishwasher so it can go ahead and get sanitized and clean with the rest of the dishes. So now it's time to clean my sink out because it can get pretty stinky. And I like to use this awesome cleaner that I got from the Dollar Tree. Man, guys, this stuff works really, really well. Only for $1. I also like to wipe my counters off with the awesome cleaner because it gets any soap scum, any unseen dirt. So it works. Like I said, guys, it really, really works. So, as I said, after I'm done washing dishes and loading the dishwasher, I like to go ahead and get my towel real hot and real steamy. And I just go ahead and give a quick wipe to all the counters. So, if you see my daughter in the background, yes, she has a hair bonnet on. She likes to look like her mommy at all times of the day. So, So after I'm finished wiping down the counters and everything, I like to get a fresh towel and go ahead and give another wipe down to the counters just to get all the excess water off. And I go ahead and toss the dish towel that I was using to wash. I go ahead and toss that in the washer. On my way back from the washroom, I noticed that I did not wash off my cutting board. So I go ahead and do that. And I like to wash that separately. That's probably why I forgot about it, because I don't like to put it inside of my water. If you leave your wooden cutting board in water, it will tend to warp. All right, now it's time to dry off these excess dishes that I did not put in my dishwasher. Like I said, I don't like to put my big pots and my bowls inside the dishwasher. They take up too much space, so I go ahead and hand dry those with my dry towel and put them in their rightful place. For some reason, the strainer just didn't want to act right. You can see it trying to get away from me. But like I said, I go ahead and put everything in their rightful place. Now I am drying off this lovely wooden cutting board. I got this cutting board from Ross. I think I paid $14.99 for it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a name brand. I just can't remember who. But once I find out, I'll put it in the description box below. Now, like I said before, I don't like to put my fancy knives inside of the dishwasher. I just hand wash them and hand dry them and put them back in the chopping block. This knife set was purchased from Walmart in stores, and I believe it was 60 bucks. The brand is Fiberware. Now I am about to start the process of cleaning my glass cooktop. All these things that I got them from Walmart. I believe it came in a kit. Those two, the scrubber and the scraper, came in that kit, but the that tall bottle I bought separately. I think it was maybe $3.94. So what I'm doing now is scraping off all the dried up food or grease that's on the stove. You want to do that before you clean it off. That's just to get all. So after you have scraped off all the excess food and whatever else, you want to go ahead and give it a good wipe down. And then you want to go in with your glass cooktop cleaner and just kind of spread it all over the place. And you'll see it, rub it in with that red and black scrubber there. Kind of just rub it in circular motions and let it dry. And once it dries, it'll leave a white film. You let it dry for maybe, I think the bottle said 5 minutes, I believe. So as I showed you before, the floor was kind of dirty. Kids had just ate a little popcorn while I was doing dishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and sweep that area up by their table, our table, and by the refrigerator also. So as I was sleeping, I noticed my husband left his house shoes by the back door. So now it's time to wipe the kids' table and their chairs down with My Lysol wipes, I absolutely love these wipes. Their chairs and their table can get kind of nasty when they're eating and playing and whatever else they decide to do at their table. So I like to give it a good wipe down with my trusty Lysol wipes. So now I'm finna clean off their table. Their table is pretty nasty. They had pizza rolls earlier and popcorn, and the night before they had pork chops and ketchup and macaroni, so it's pretty nasty. So now I'm gonna go get a case knife because it was getting kind of impossible to scrub it with my hand. So I just went to get a butter knife or case knife, whatever you want to call it, to kind of help me get some of the stuck on food off of the table. So after I am done with the table, I go ahead and place it back in their corner where they eat, which is right next to our table. And I go ahead and use the wipes that I already had and kind of just wipe off, give a good wipe to our table because we still have crumbs and stuff from us and then also from the girls' table what I scraped off of theirs. So after letting the cooktop stove cleaner set, it has its white film as you can see. And from there you just go ahead and you take a clean microfiber cloth, doesn't matter what color, just take a clean microfiber cloth and you go ahead and start to buff in the residue of, I'm sorry, lost my tongue there, the residue of the cooktop cleaner. And here is the final result. Oh my God, it is so shiny and so pretty. Oh, look at it. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, marvelous day. Bye.